Hey guys, welcome back to Vanguard Motor Sales. Look what I got for you today, a 1966 Chevelle, and this baby's got a 454 that's been stroked out to 496. Let's take a look. Look at the red paint on this thing. It is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it is popping, man. It looks beautiful. I tell you, they picked a great color for this, and I tell you, the body man and the trigger man on the spray gun did a beautiful job painting this thing. She is absolutely gorgeous. And we got great looking stainless, great looking aluminum, great looking chrome. I mean, just all the bright work is looking sweet on this car. You can see, I see an aluminum radiator poking out there through the grill. As you look down the side of it, she's straight as an arrow. And then the stance on the car is killer. You always want that ass end up in the air just a little bit. Get that stance that we all remember back from high school. Of course, she's got Kragers on her and BFGs. And then my favorite color interior, black. That's what a muscle car should look like inside. You can see those door panels are looking sweet. The upholstery on the seats are looking sweet. We do have seat belts in the front and in the rear. Package tray's looking good. Looks like there's a couple speakers back there. Headliner, dome light, all the trim in there, all the chrome, all the paint work, everything looking sweet. We got some extra gauges mounted underneath the dash there. Looks like an upgraded radio in there. That sheet of paper you see in the passenger side is actually our special instruction sheet that we send out with every car. When the guys inspect the cars, if there's anything special about the way that you need to operate the cars, that'll be on that sheet. Give you a few instructions on anything special about the car. You can see all the emblems, aluminum and chrome out back here, looking sweet also. Inside the trunk, oh man, look at that stereo equipment in there. Man, looks like we could put on a concert. Let's see if we can get ZZ Top out here, hook up and play us some tunes. We got a great looking battery setup in here, nice looking box there. You can put that lid on there. You can see the jambs of the deck lid here, all looking sweet, nicely painted. Somebody spent a lot of time on the prep work. And then look at the paint work on the bottom side of the deck lid. I mean, it is just as nice as the paint work on the top side. And there is a spare tire in here too. As you look down the passenger side, you can really get a load of the stance of the car. Man, I love it. And that red paint is just glowing, I'll tell you. It looks electrified. Now at Vanguard Motor Sales, we don't do consignment. That means we own this Chevelle, so you know we're proud of it. We laid out our money for it. Then the first thing we do to every vehicle here at Vanguard is we inspect them up on the lift. And then we take pictures and do our video on the bottom side of the car so we can show you everything there is to know about the car. And Tom will answer any one of your questions if you just call him at 248-974-9513. And he answers his phone 7 days a week and almost 24 hours a day. We're inside our 66 now. Normally we'd be driving it, but it is nasty outside today, so we're not driving this rotisserie restored car outside in the nasty weather. Everything in here looks really close to stock, which is really cool. The dash is looking good. We've got a radio. It's obviously an aftermarket radio. We've got extra gauges here, which is very cool, or pressure water, and looks like trans temperature. Now this is your Sniper EFI. I'll just fire this thing up so you can see that. See, it's got the tack in there. It shows you what what the air fuel and everything is. Super, super cool, so you can watch all that. Now this shifter's kind of cool too. You pull up on the shifter to move it through the gears. Very cool. The center console's looking good. Wood steering wheel's looking sweet. I mean, it's an amazing vehicle, guys. She's rotisserie restored. 496 under the hood, making a bunch of horsepower, and this thing winds up just like this. Crack, 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 man. It is badass. So give us a call at 248-974-9513 and let Vanguard Motor Sales park this dream in your driveway. All right, we're underneath their 66 Chevelle, and man, it is amazing under here. Let's look at this. You can see that they painted the gas tank, the frame's painted, and then the floorboards are also painted body color. And look at this badass exhaust. That's 3-inch, all mandrel bent, looking beautiful. We got a 12-bolt rear end, 331 gear in there, and it is Posi. It's got slapper bars for traction. Now on the brakes, the guys will pull all those apart, make sure they're in good working order. We got adjustable upper links here, and the triangulated rear suspension. The aftermarket lower control arms too. You can see all the paintwork under here is looking good. The floorboards are looking absolutely beautiful. Over here we've got fuel filter and fuel pumps, all nicely mounted. Looks like Mr. Chevrolet himself put those in there. Everything under here is good. We got a brand new brake line. Looks like the battery cable is nice and tidy. We got O2 sensor here and exhaust. We got a turbo 350 trans. We got some long tube headers here. We've got disc brakes up front. Looks like that upper ball joint and the lower ball joint have been replaced. We got a great big sway bar here. Looks like the tie rod ends are new also. Front frame horns are nice and straight. Looks like we got cooler lines for the transmission right here, going to a secondary cooler. The chrome on the front bumper's looking great. These wheel wells, look up in there. That black paint is shiny as can be. Looking sweet. Then we got what looks like brand new Kragers and BFG's 225/60/15s. As you work your way down the side here, you see that rocker molding's looking good. And I always look at the pinch weld and get your hand up in here and feel the back side. A lot of times that piece of metal back there is gone. So you gotta make sure it's nice and smooth, just like this one. Now out back we have two 55/60/15s on some new Kragers again. And right there, that's where you get to listen to the music coming out of that beautiful exhaust pipe right there. Now let's get under the hood. All right, under the hood here, you want to talk about bling? This baby's got some bling. Look at this. Everything that can be shiny, shiny. Everything that can be polished is polished. Everything that can have steel braiding on it has got steel braiding on it. We've got power brakes. This is an extra juice can, my dad used to call it. That's a reservoir for the vacuum to help those power brakes. Those valve covers got highly polished. Actually, it looks like those actually might be chrome. The intake is polished. The aluminum heads are polished. We do have a 4-barrel carb on there. Oh no, this is fuel injected. This is the fuel injected car. This is 454 that's been bored and stroked out to 496 cubic inches. You can see it's got a Serpentine Belt Setup on it. It's got an aftermarket aluminum crossflow radiator in it. It does have power steering. I already told you about the power brakes. It's got an MSD boxes firing that distributor out back. You can see those big tube headers there. The overflow tank there is all aluminum for the radiator. The inner fenders are nicely painted. The firewall's been shaved, smoothed down, and painted beautifully. You see the hood hinges are also chromed up. Bottom side of the hood's nicely painted. I mean, everything about this thing's cool, guys. Give us a call, 248-974-9513, and let Vanguard Motor Sales park this dream in your driveway.